And it says we're going live. Ooh, thought today. And we're live.
Hi, welcome to the StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Itma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It. And this is episode 435.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy Pie Day.
Yes, happy Pie Day. I need to maybe go out and get some pies here for the team.
So I'm still on my low sugar journey, as many people know. And yeah, so like we sometimes do like shepherd's pie or like more of a
Oh,
savory pie on Pie Day.
mhm.
But I feel like we just got one at Costco and just had one like within the last 5 days. And so I'm like, I don't want another shepherd's pie. But fitting for my upcoming trip to Ireland. So yeah, exciting.
When is that? Like within the
It's
next few months or?
it's Rochester spring break.
Oh,
So
okay, duh. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's upcoming. It's upcoming. We just realized we're going to be there on Easter weekend. And we're like, oh, does everything shut down in Ireland on Easter weekend? Like, are we going to be able to eat? Like,
Make some
so
friends.
find some new friends in Ireland. Anybody got some friends in Dublin that they can? And then last night I was getting, because I'm coming back and then immediately going to Google Cloud Next in Las Vegas. And people were like, well, if you can't find yarn in Ireland, like you can go to Sin City Yarns in Las Vegas. And I was like, that pans out. My company might be like, why did you go from the airport directly to the shop instead of the hotel? But you know, uh it all evens out. But I've been wearing a lot of green
Oh,
for in honor of St. Patrick's Day, and I sometimes call that Green Day. I'm also a fan of Green Day,
I
the band.
I I became a member of the Big Dumb Cup Club and it's green.
Yay! That was a Saturday Night Live skit, right? Yes.
Well, I I vote okay, and it's also here. I've been drinking out of this for like I don't know how many years, but I haven't been to Weight Watchers in probably 10 years, so at least
Yeah.
10 years. And
Good.
everybody had all these pretty cups and St. Patty's Day sale at Hydro Flask, and I was like, okay, fine. I'll jump off the deep end here.
Yeah, sometimes it's a good way to get yourself excited about
Drinking water, yeah.
drinking. Yeah, yeah. I drink water out of this and then every other one I alternate. We've got some like electrolyte powder that is sugar-free, it's
Okay.
keto that I add in and it's yeah, it's nice. And plus you can really shake it up. So
Hmm.
this was from the last Google Cloud Next.
Oh,
So
smart.
yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like it very much because this is not part is not dishwasher safe.
Hmm.
But I've gotten good at like bottle scrubbing out my water bottles and hand washing things. It has to become part of the routine, right?
Hmm.
Versus throwing it in the dishwasher. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Drinking water, always a good thing.
Yeah, this one's interesting. It's got like a little flexible
Mm,
top and it's only a few pieces, so you can take it all apart, put it in the
hmm.
dishwasher. And then I was reading that they've been lead free for at least 12 years in their manufacturing process. So
Very cool.
not
Sales
that I
pitch for
really
the big dumb
cared.
cup.
Yeah. I wasn't too concerned with the lead that was in the other ones, to be fair. I just thought it was a bonus. I've been a Hydro Flask fan for a very long time.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We do have lots of exciting stuff going on, but I think for the interest of time, let's chat
Oh,
finished
absolutely.
objects.
So
Yeah.
you can see one.
Woo!
I got the Traveler done. I put some pretty pink cords. I used my handy dandy tool to make
Ooh,
this
the
cord.
Cordsmith.
Yeah, the Cordsmith. And we still have those to give away in our drawings coming up for the quarter. So get your entries in. I
Mm.
am excited to offer that up. And then let's see. Not much to say about it. It was pretty straightforward. I did make it a couple repeats longer because the crop version was just not gonna cut it for me. And
Mm.
then right now I'm at bracelet sleeves length because I didn't do super. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I didn't do any super stretching. So maybe I've already talked about this as a finished
I think
object.
maybe we were talking about it in yeah, in the context of another.
Okay.
So,
But and then I have the shoulder season.
woo! Oh, I love those rainbow speckles.
Yep. So this was the Zombie Express. I looked at the ball bands from Lola Bean, and I don't remember what this was. It was something orange,
Something
you
with
know,
Gigi,
zombie Gigi orange. Okay. I'm
maybe.
not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure that it was, but it was definitely the year that we had Gigi as a speaker,
Hmm.
that it was part of the retreat, so bonus bonus. And this
Hmm.
is a Shane Alliance design, so bonus bonus bonus.
Lots
So
of
excited.
garter. Yeah. And you got that in before the
Yes,
garter cut off too. Yeah.
yeah, this was a garter. See, the back is all garter.
Hmm.
Garter entry.
Very cool.
Yep. And then I theme of garter. I made a couple measure and loves. I got this one finished.
Ooh, yes.
This is Leading Men Fiber Arts, a seaweed colorway.
It's a good one.
Yep. And then I did another one. This is a gradient from Fiber Nymph. When
Mm.
she was at our marketplace, I bought a kit for a cowl, but I never got around to making it. So I went ahead and made this pretty gradient smooshy hat.
Hmm.
So excited about that. And since that's a Megan pattern, we're getting bonus, bonus, bonus on that one
Yeah.
as well. And
Oh,
then, or did, I should say. And then I have a hand spun. This is
ooh.
our colorway from Queen City Yarns, uh, from the roller coasters theme, I think. And again, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was
Emotional
color
roller coaster for our it was Team Corny and Team um
rides, ride or
Rides,
die.
Ride or Die. Yep.
Yeah. So so we got this Langsfield gun
Hmm. That's a fun pattern. I haven't made one of those in a while. I've been stuck on a different exotic
repeat. Yeah.
sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I love this for hand spun. So if you have something, it takes the pattern's a recipe. So it takes any weight of yarn. So you just knit to a certain
That's around. Yep.
circumference. Yeah, and then it's got a little bit of math, not a huge amount of math, but it's a little bit of
It's like a
math. And then
divide
you
by
write,
four,
yeah,
maybe.
and then you write that, yeah, you write that number into the pattern, and then you go from there. So
Hmm. It's super cool pattern. Yeah.
yeah. And then I was looking at all this stuff and I was like, really, did I finish 5 things in the month? And then I was like, well, last night I finished number 6. So
Woo! Oh, another chicken or a chicken. First
a
chicken.
chicken.
Yes. Yay. Bark, 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 bark.
Ah, he's so stinking cute.
Oh my goodness. And he's quite, I didn't get a sense of scale. Yeah.
Real
It's a
chicken
he
size.
or they are quite a large chicken.
Yeah, I don't know. I said he and then I said she. Last time it was a lady. It's
Super cute. Whatever they are.
yeah. But again, real chicken sized. So you can like, put them under your arm. Hello.
Mhm.
Um, and again, this is that same yarn from the handspun.
Ah, I see what you did there.
So so yeah, this is also another one where I've seen a lot of people doing handspun yarn for the entirety of the chicken.
Mhm.
So another good use of your handspun yarn, or if you just want to use it for an accent because you have leftovers from a different project, it's really nice for that. Uh,
How was the seaming?
it took a while. I'm not gonna lie. I was not overly excited about doing it, but it was fairly straightforward. A lot of this pattern, you want to follow it exactly, but at the same time, it's vague enough that you need to have a little bit of like, like, oh, what
Intuition?
are they?
Oh, you muted yourself.
Sorry. Um, if you're not aware, Pivot is in the hospital and not doing so good. So
Oh,
they're calling, but I already talked to the vet this morning, so I can call the
okay.
vet. But yep,
Chicken.
that is, and I'm gonna need her. I'm
Oh,
gonna hug her.
so sorry to hear
And
that, Amy. Yeah.
yeah, well, so if anybody recalls, she had kidney issues, and I looked it up. It was a year ago. So
Mm.
we've had a full year, or nearly a full year with her since then. And I guess now the numbers are saying that even though she's on support now, waiting for my husband to get back home, um, as soon as she's off support, it's probably not going to be good news. So she's on
Yeah.
support right now, and they say that she's energetic and lovable and her own self. So she's not really showing how much pain she's in, but I've been told that she's in. Just the numbers alone would suggest that she's in a significant amount of pain if they saw those numbers in a human. So, yep, that's where we are. So,
Okay.
anyway,
Yeah, definitely emotional support chicken territory.
yep. So,
Sending love to you and Pivot.
anyway, she's so silly.
Hmm.
Anyway, so stinking cute. All right, I'm
Yes,
ready.
very great
Ready to see
finishes. Very great
yours.
finishes. Yeah, I will be brief. So I after I got done with well, yeah, after I'll go most recent finished and then
You
the
have 14 minutes. It's okay.
no, I'm not in a rush. I only have two.
Mhm.
So I finished like just before the last, I had to watch it. Just before the last FO episode, I had finished my favorite sweater number 28. Like I think I had like finished the sleeve that night, the night before while we were on ZKN. And so I had worked on my watermark cardigan and finished that up, which I absolutely love. It's so smushy and oversized, and the texture be poppin'. And the Bert Wilco fingering held double, like washed up like a dream, right? Like I think I had mentioned I had gotten the yarn um as a like a, something was off with one of the twists. She showed a swatch, right, and was like it's perfectly acceptable for everything, but I'm offering it at a discount, so that's why I got like 11 skeins of fingering weight yarn and held it double and made this super oversized cardigan. I think I hadn't quite finished the
Mhm.
pockets last time. We were talking about running out of yarn, and this is like a project bag sized pocket
They're big.
on both sides. So like I could have like a sweater project in one side and a muscle burrow project in the other. It's nice. I like a big pocket. I think the most recent oversized cardigan I made was that portage, and they had deep pockets, and it was a very long cardigan, right? So like the pockets were really low. I felt like I was like reaching to my knees to get into them. This is really nicely positioned on the body for me, and like there's actual portage in there. Like I feel like you could fit, it's like Hermione's endless bag, right? Like there's just a lot
Mhm.
that can go in there, like way more than my phone, like lots of
Yep.
other stuff. So yeah, I really enjoy them. I think there's instructions on how to seam it up in the pattern because there's no change in color. I did what I normally do, which is I picked up stitches. I know how to evenly pick up stitches along both edges, and then I 3 needle bind off.
Mm.
That really helps me not only with some like seaming anxiety, but also like, yeah, it just creates a little bit of fabric there. I've done that in the past, when like maybe this is a different color than this, and it kind of pops out a little too much. But
Mm.
if you're like seaming one color to the other and have any sort of anxiety about seaming, I would say this is a really great alternative, right? Like I just like every every garter ridge I picked up on the pocket, and every, I went along the same line on the body, and then I, bound it off all the way around. So, and
Mm.
it, yeah, creates a pretty nice little, again, there's a little bit of fabric that gets created there in between, but it blends in because it's the same color. So, and then, yeah, really wanted to tack down these top edges because it's going to, yeah, weigh down on it. But
Yeah, they do stay open as pockets go. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, no, just like a very fabulous green for me. A
Green on green on
very,
green on green.
no, right? Like I'm green to my soul. But yes, very comfy, cozy. Just super enjoyed this knit. I do believe like it was written maybe to have no decreases in the sleeves, and I did decrease down to like a more
Mm.
reasonable, like I didn't want them to be billowy. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah.
mine ended up very like the way that the cuffs ended up, it's actually pretty good. I'm okay with it. But yeah, the roomy sleeve that it
Mhm.
created. So I followed it to
Yeah,
pattern. Seemed to be
which is
okay.
nice if you're throwing it on over another sweater
Yeah.
or something long sleeve, that like it's got room for that other item underneath it, right? But yeah, I think the only thing that I didn't quite realize is I would have had a more voluminous back of neck, if I had had that third panel down the middle, because that
Hmm.
was where the instructions were. So
Yes.
yeah, I don't have as big of a collar as like real estate as the rest of it. I
Hmm.
looked ahead in my hacking of the pattern, but not that far ahead. So yeah, and again, I like it. I don't need like a huge shawl collar behind my neck,
Hmm.
but yeah, so that was fun. Would recommend, but make sure that you check your gauge, and or be willing to hack at it. But yeah, once I finished that, for whatever reason, a muscle burrow is just something that I can't quit. Like I had some leftovers sitting in front of me, and I was like, okay, I'll cast that on. And then I'm now on the sleeves on my Kismet, which is the color work, the four color work sweater, and I'm like, have no interest, even though this is basically two sleeves right next to
Hmm.
in the round. Something about the striping.
Hmm.
Something about the striping. But
Yep.
yeah, so some leftovers from a sock I made. And then this is actually, so it looks very muted on this side because this is actually a different color than this side.
Oh, okay.
So I had just like some scrappy purples. I believe this one was a leading men fiber art. Well, they were both leading men fiber arts. So this is heliotropic, and then this one was, oh, what was it? I made some socks out of it, but yeah. And
Hmm.
then I got to the end and I was eking out. You're probably not going to see it. I used some of the blue that's from my, because it's a similar like tone, right? And mixed it in at the very end of the tippy top of this hat. You can kind of see it there, but yeah,
Hmm.
so very scrappy this hat was. I'm going to try to introduce a new obsession. I realized the muscle bra, I started that when we were in Costa Rica. That obsession started when I was in Costa Rica on spring break. And maybe there's something about, the spring break vacation vibes that like infuses itself into the obsession. So I'm going to try to start my split decision, which I'm going to try to make a bunch of
Oh, okay.
this year, here pretty soon, and have that be some vacation knitting, and see if I can like start my
Get yourself
new
into that.
obsession.
Yeah.
Start my new obsession. mind
But
hack myself into
I will
doing
say that
something other than
that
these
pattern
hats.
is multicolor, so you can definitely play with throwing a lot of different colors together. So that's
And
nice.
I have a lot of single ladies in my stash that are DK
Right.
that will eat some of those up, as well as I can use a fingering single lady held double.
Hmm.
So I'm really feeling like the potential is high for the split
Hmm.
decision. I can't push too hard, or like, I'll get myself into a like resisting my own aims.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't it sound funny? I feel like I'm like trying to reverse reverse psychology a teenager here, but my knitting mojo is a teenager that I'm trying to
Yeah.
reverse psychology into doing something other than these hats because
So
so
I
many people in my life have them. I don't need to make any more. So,
I've got a tip or trick for you. And
okay.
I know it's a little early, but it's on my mind. I joined a app called Lucky Sweater, and
Hmm.
I don't know if you've heard of it before, but you can join their handmade. They have three different categories. One slow fashion, and one is sustainability, I think, or vintage. Vintage, that's right. It's slow fashion or it's vintage,
Hmm.
and then handmade. So the Me Made section, it's all about trading. So then you like put up your hat and say, "Oh,
Hmm.
I got this hat and it's brand new, here's all the stats about it." And then people will also list things that they have up for trade. And again, I'm brand new at this. I put up like 6 items from my closet just to try to see how it worked out and what it's all about. I haven't been through a trade yet or anybody initiating a trade, but a few people have starred my item. And then you can search their available items once they've liked yours. So then,
You can like propose a trade.
yes, I can propose a trade at some point. And some
Cool.
people put out yarn that they're not interested in. So you could trade a finished object for yarn if they accept it.
Cool.
So again, I was going through my sock collection because I knit way more socks than I have the ability to wear.
I
And
identify with that comment. Yeah.
yeah. So I put up one pair of socks and in my 6, and it's gotten a lot of likes. So I'm thinking that socks are kind of a good item for that. And I don't know about hats, but I think ones as cute as yours would go pretty quick.
Yep.
So,
Awesome. And what was the name
anyways,
of that app again?
Lucky Sweater.
Lucky
And I
Sweater.
will
Cool.
post out on Discord my referral link. I don't know what you get for referring people, but
Cool. I'll give it a
it
go.
would
Yeah,
be,
I've got a
yeah.
I've got a lot of mojo making things that I don't have necessarily recipients for. So
Yeah, and then just recently they beta selling items, but the main focus of the app is trading.
cool.
So you have to be looking for something and put something out there. So it allows you to put in search of, these are the things that I'm kind of looking for. I put a quilted jacket, hoping to swap with a sewist.
Yeah.
So things like that. Anyway, it's really cool. So if you get a chance to check it out, and you're on Discord, go look for my referral link, just so that I get whatever brownie points that gets me.
Well,
And yeah,
excellent. Awesome FOs.
bye. You too.
Bye,
Bye.
Yuta.